SSERAFIM addressed their past scandals. BLACKSWAN's beef with former member Leah reignited on Apple TV's newest documentary. All members of Meow finally revealed, and so much more in today's episode of Totally Legit K-pop News with me, Angelina. So if you're interested, please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. However, again, we do also have some sensitive topics to touch on today. We're going to talk about some updates regarding ex-NCT member Taeil, and we're also going to address a lot of the rumors surrounding him, not necessarily entertaining the rumors, but rather clarifying some really serious ones. For example, this apparent list going around of 200 male idols to be exposed. We're also going to be talking about the deepfake situation that is happening right now. We won't be going into very specific details or anything. There's only so much I can say, only so much I can describe, but I will be leaving resources in my link tree if you'd like to learn more about the situation, lists to documentaries, videos, articles, all that jazz, how this is affecting everyday people, how this is affecting K-pop idols as well. I have timestamps for each subject. You can skip past the heavier stuff and move on to some of the lighter topics if you feel the need to. But let's get into our newest Taeil update. Taeil, of course, the last time we talked about Taeil, all we knew was that he was being investigated for a crime of a nature. That's basically all we knew. I mean, the police did say the crime was against an adult of the opposite sex, kind of clarifying a group of people that it was not against. Now, this didn't stop people from saying, well, you know, actually he did this for this many years, or he did this to this person, or he was absolutely a part of this thing that I know about. Nothing of the sort has been confirmed so far by the police. All we have known and continue to know is that he is being investigated for a crime of a nature against an adult woman. However, the police has given an update, with them basically saying that these allegations were filed earlier this year in June, so a couple months back, which led a lot of people to be quite angry. Like, how long did SM know about this? How long was he just continuing his life while everyone supposedly knew about this investigation, right? But SM did clarify. The agency and Taeil learned about the indictment around the middle of this month. Taeil was investigated by the police on August 28th. So they're basically saying, we didn't know about this back in June. But of course, netizens still had a lot to say about the fact that this happened back in June. What do you mean? Since June? That's crazy. Was his contract with SM Entertainment also terminated? I know he was removed from the group. I guess the company didn't know either because he was on hiatus. The employees must be going through it right now. June? This mother effer, he got some guts coming to the fan meeting. You all keep saying that SM Entertainment tried to negotiate with the reporters until they couldn't anymore and then threw him out. But Korean hard news reporters aren't like that. They're the worst kind. If they find out about something, they will release it. I mean, it's possible SM Entertainment might not have known because he was on hiatus due to his motorcycle accident. It's not like a currently active member was taken in for investigation, but one on hiatus. How could they have known? If news or rumors were spread, they would have done a fact check. But since there was no talk, the company could not have known. He kept hiding and hiding until he got caught. And once the company saw that it was something they couldn't control, they just posted the removal announcement. So in the last video, we talked about members unfollowing him, schedules being canceled, and also the amount of followers he was losing on Instagram. So he started with 6 million followers, and last time we checked, he lost 500,000 followers. But it seems as of now, he's lost a total of 1 million followers. As we can see, he's at 5 million right now. And just literally the first two comments on this post really show the difference in opinion that people have on this. Like, the first one is condemning him. I'm not going to read it because it is one of the rumors that the police have seemingly said that's not true. And then the second one is saying, let's not hate Taeil. Just personally, I've seen a lot of people, majoritarily, I've seen a lot of people condemning him. But then you do have some people saying either something really disgusting, trying to downplay the situation and so on. Another thing that happened after the announcement that he would be leaving NCT is that Dear You Bubble terminated his services. So this is what they wrote. Hello, this is Dear You Bubble. We would like to express our deepest gratitude for the members who are using our service. The Dear You Bubble service for NCT Taeil has been terminated. So that's the update we have of Taeil specifically. And like I mentioned before, there have been many rumors surrounding him. One of them being a rumor where a bunch of people are saying that there is a list of 200 plus male idols that will be exposed in their participation in the Nth Room Telegram chats, with some people linking Taeil to this. However, it does seem that people are mixing up a few different major issues here. So to start off, and keep in mind, this is going to sound a lot better than it is. This is a lot worse than I'm gonna make it sound, just because I can't quite go into detail. Do not mistake this as something light, okay? Now, just a disclaimer, of course, I want to do these subjects justice. I feel like I struggle a little bit with that. Of course, I want to give accurate information. These, of course, are not easy things to discuss, talk about, think about, anything of the sort, really. All that to say, I'm going to be doing my best. So to better understand this apparent misunderstanding, we have to talk about the original nth room. This was in part used to blackmail women, among many other things. In 2019, it emerged that men were using a Telegram chat room to blackmail dozens of young women into performing acts in a scandal known as nth room. The group's ringleader, Bin, was sentenced to 42 years in jail. So I have two suggestions here. Rotten Mango made a two-part series describing everything that happened here, from what exactly went on in the chat rooms, how people got away with it, to people being arrested for it. And there's also a documentary on Netflix called Cyber Hell. Obviously a warning with these that they are difficult to watch. Cyber Hell is really the perfect description for this, because the way these women were blackmailed in these chat rooms was like never ending. It was like a snowball effect. You do one thing and then that one thing is used against you for you to do other things. And then you just get so far into something that you cannot stop. But this is back around the 2020 period, because right now we're dealing with what people are calling the new nth room, where these chats are used to humiliate women, including the use of deepfakes. And I will describe this very generally. So this includes people's own family members, pictures that people don't know are being taken. And from what I understand, similar to the original nth room, to be able to enter some of these chat rooms, you have to exchange something very personal. So some people actually have to provide said pictures to get into the chat rooms, to have access to other pictures. The logic basically being that there's no way you would expose the chat room, because to get into it, you had to either commit a crime or give your personal details. And again, this is just describing it in the most PG way possible, because this is an exploitation of a nature. So these new chat rooms have over 200,000 members in them. But just to clarify, there's the original nth room, then we have the new nth room. But the 200 male idols to be exposed, like this list that everyone is saying is going around, seems to be confused with information from an article about the original nth room, where Pitch One explains that professors, famous celebrities, famous athletes, and persons with great fame are included in the list of nth room members. However, it seems that Pitch One never specifically said that there are 200 anyone to be exposed in this. But in terms of the origin of where this list has come from that everyone is now talking about, from what I understand, it's a misunderstanding from an article back in 2020 about the original nth room. And of course, it's not to say that currently idols could never be part of the new nth room. Again, we do not know people. We do not know these idols. We do not know what anyone is really capable of. It's just to say that there doesn't actually seem to be a list of 200 plus male idols to be exposed in existence. But then there's also another aspect to these chat rooms, to the new nth room, that's affecting a lot of schools, and that is the use of deepfakes. So I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen deepfakes before. You're just scrolling on TikTok and suddenly you see Scarlett Johansson doing a dance challenge with like Taylor Swift or something, and you're like, this looks so real. But there's a ton of different celebrities that this is affecting. Basically, you take a celebrity's face and you can put it on anyone's body. You can put your own face on somebody else's body. The possibilities are endless. But if you can make any celebrity dance to whatever you want, you can in theory make anyone do anything. And again, it's not that they're actually doing it, but you've used artificial intelligence to make it seem like it happened. The Korean Teachers Union, meanwhile, believes that more than 200 schools have been affected in this latest string of incidents. The number of deepfakes targeting teachers has surged in the past couple years, according to the Ministry of Education. Park Tae-hyun, a women's rights activist and former interim leader of the main opposition Democratic Party, said the government needed to declare a national emergency in response to South Korea's deepfake problem. Deepfakes materials can be created in just 1 minute, and anyone can enter the chat room without any verification process. Such incidents are occurring in middle schools, high schools, and universities across the country. So again, this is an issue affecting so many everyday women. If there's over 200,000 people in some of these chats, like, this would create such an unsafe feeling for you if you're just a student at school and your fellow classmates are in a group chat altering pictures of you. So we've been seeing a lot of outcry from women in South Korea begging people to cover this subject. And now we're also seeing come to light female idols being part of deepfake. According to a Security Hero report shared by the Wall Street Journal, South Korea is the most vulnerable country to deepfake crimes. The report found that nearly 96,000 videos from 10 deepfake sites and 85 deepfake channels on video sharing platforms analyzed over 2 months. 53% of the individuals appearing in deepfake photography were Korean singers and actors. So here we see not Tom Cruise, and then Tom Cruise's face put on this guy's body. And actually, if we go on Twitter, we're seeing a lot of fans asking for companies to protect their idols. So many companies: Cube Entertainment, JYP Entertainment, YG Entertainment, because there are so many female idols listed on these sites. We urge at Cube United to take down the illegal videos and photos of members circulating in Telegram group chats and sites. G-Idol and Lightsum deserve to be protected. Cube, please take our concerns. Protect Dreamcatcher. Protect Twice. Protect ITZY. Protect NMIX. And this is because, of course, we have female idols' faces being put onto bodies that aren't theirs. And obviously, it's of an inappropriate nature, so I'm not going to show this right now, but I've basically described it, right? People are also bringing up the various ages of some of these members, with JYP actually being one of the first companies to publicly address this. So hello, this is JYP Entertainment. We are gravely concerned about the recent spread of deepfake AI-generated videos involving our artists. This is a blatant violation of the law, and we are in the process of collecting all relevant evidence to pursue the strongest legal action with a leading law firm without leniency. We want to make it clear that we will not stand by while our artists' rights are violated, and will take decisive action to address this matter to the fullest extent possible. So a lot of onces are like, yes, I hope you mean what you say, and I hope you can do something about this. I actually did see a video from BBC News where the interviewer was asking, what can we do about this?
What can the authorities do about this? I mean, do they have the power to crack down on this?
Now, that's hard to say. We'll have to wait and see what comes about from these meetings. But online deepfake firms cannot be left alone here in Korea. They've surged by a double in the number in this year compared to the number in 2021 when they first began to collect data. Now, what's more interesting and more serious is that the victims are usually female and include school students as well as women in uniform in this country.
So that was Jennifer Moon. And also, because we're talking a lot about Telegram, right? Another news happening right now is that the founder of Telegram is being arrested.
Well, it comes as the founder of Telegram, Pavel Durov, was arrested as he landed on a private plane in Paris over the weekend. He's being held as part of a French investigation into images, hacking and fraud.
Because the thing with Telegram, from what I understand, is basically that Telegram themselves don't even monitor anything. Like, I'll look it up, but basically you could do anything on Telegram. And we've clearly seen from the original Nthroom, you can do anything on Telegram and there's very little consequences. If you watch Rotten Mango's video about it, you're going to see like how difficult it was to really find people involved in this. Because they're using Bitcoin, because, Telegram is not doing anything. Telegram messages are heavily encrypted and can self-destruct. I mean, of course, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I understand. Telegram is just one of several platforms criticized for poor moderation and failing to combat child content, disinformation, and extremist material. But back to Twice, here's what some fans are saying in response to JYP's statement. Twice team is seriously taking care of the malicious AI using that is harming the girl's brand and image. I really hope those aren't just generic empty words and they actually lead to action. We've seen this before, now prove it. Thank God all companies have to protect their artists from deepfakes. Human trash using images of women to misuse their images deserve to be arrested urgently for this. But again, it does bring up that question, what can the authorities do? We've already seen it happening, and I know this is not comparable, but bear with me for a minute, with people using celebrities' AI voices. The celebrities don't want their voices to be used. As of right now, there's nothing actually preventing this from happening. And we're just discussing this right now, but from what I've seen, this has been a thing for a while now. I remember the word deepfake from quite a few years ago. So it's curious to see what authorities can do about this, what they will do about this. Of course, we all want something to happen regarding this, right? This is a clear violation. So that's where we're at with this as of now. Of course, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. SSERAFIM had their much anticipated comeback with Crazy, so let's take a little bit of a look into everything surrounding the release, including the release itself. But first, ahead of their release, they did a press conference for their comeback, and some SSERAFIM members took the opportunity to address some past controversies. So first, we had Chaewon, who talked about their Coachella performance, because as we all know, their Coachella performance was highly divisive. Now, there's some people who think the Coachella performance was fine, it was beautiful, but others think that it really, ruined the group's image. So here's what she said regarding it. There were many regrettable aspects about the Coachella stage, but I learned a lot both as an individual and as part of a team. We have performed on many stages in a short period since our debut, but it was our first time at a large outdoor festival. So she basically says that because of this, they were so excited that they ended up kind of losing control of their pace, which led to many shortcomings. I realized once again that there is so much to learn and experience. I believe that showing continuous improvements will be our lifelong challenge. The members talked about showing our best selves. This promotion is the first step, and we would appreciate it if you would view us with warm and supportive perspective. Now, if we remember, Sakura did like a Weaver's pose, which was like kind of defending the performance. People really didn't like that, but it seems that people are quite warming up to this new perspective on it, if that makes sense. So I think the Coachella Live was pretty severe, but they can just practice and show improvement. They didn't commit some heinous crime. They need to do well now. I'm looking forward to it, fighting. Those saying they deserved the criticism. They were so bad at singing, and now they're just reading off a script and saying they will overcome it and improve. Then do you expect them to spontaneously be like, you guys effing stretched yourself to criticize us? Were you guys all number one when you were in school? Would a girl group do that? No, but idols being bad at singing can be a turnoff, but it's so effing unsettling how they were beat up worse than criminals. But seeing how you guys couldn't let go of even this post, yeah. The problem is that this issue of lip syncing has come up multiple times, and even at Coachella, nothing had improved. Who will trust them now? Recently, I saw them at an award show, and they seem to be determinedly working hard, fighting. I just feel like the response is a lot better than it would have been maybe a couple months ago. And then we had Eunchae, who apologized for mocking school students. So if you remember correctly, she was basically doing a live where she said, in regards to students having to wake up at 7 a.m., that must be tough. And some people thought that her tone, her demeanor was rude. Oh, you are all in school, huh? That must be tough. So tough. I know what it's like. I also have to wake up at 7. So this person's saying, but it's best not to brag about it if you have it easy. Like, fine, I get that her life is effing sweet and she has it easy not going to school, waking up at 11 a.m. and having a manager pick her up all the time. But what's with her rubbing it in our faces on live broadcasts all the time? What are we supposed to think about it? We're taking like a look back into her previous scandals. So I don't actually remember this. I don't think I covered it, but this person says, watch the whole clip. All members, including Eunchae, are relating to the students having to wake up for school. All of them are talking about how hard it was to wake up at 7 in the morning, and then the members take turns rooting for their student fans. Eunchae even adds that she knows what it's like and that she still does wake up at 7. How is this mocking all high school students her age? I can't believe people are attacking Eunchae over this, calling her entitled and blaming a 17-year-old over how unfair life is. Why are you all so mad? This is effing frustrating. So it seems that the clip was from 2023, but then it gained traction back in March of 2024, but it seems she's officially apologized for it. I thought about it comfortably without knowing it because it was a place to communicate with fans. I should have known that the closer we are, the more careful I should be, but I didn't think deeply. I apologize for my immature behavior and for disappointing everyone. I will show a more responsible image with a careful heart. And again, with the response being quite positive to this, I didn't know about it, but it seemed like she was getting a lot of criticism from teenagers. It's a good thing she apologized. Adults might not care, but kids didn't like it. It's better to make it clear with an apology so that even later when it's brought up again, you can say that she's apologized. But the group have since released their music video for Crazy, which I'm about to do a music video reaction to for my channel members. So I'll be right back. Oh my god, no, stop it. Stop, pause it. Why would it do that to me? I love this part so much. I know a lot of people were saying that everyone was mad at Kazuha for always lifting her leg up in the air, and now they're all lifting their leg up in the air. I mean, I don't know if they, like, personally, I didn't see that as a message or anything, but I really do like that leg movement. Just like crazy. Wait. Me and my girls, we know we will go blind, but we still give the sun a kiss. I love all the glitches. I literally thought at one point that like it was getting such bad quality. I was like, should I change it? But it was just a music video. I love it. Oh my god, that was so much fun. All the girls are girling. All the girly girls. I love it. Amazing. 10 out of 10. Big booty bob. Go SSERAFIM. Let's see what some K-netizens think about this actually. The MV was well made. SSERAFIM's uniqueness is so good. Easy, smart were good, but a bit boring, but this time I'm totally satisfied. The best music video they've ever released so far. Wow, I love this so much. I'm not a fan, but I'll put it in my playlist. The music video is so pretty. Why are the lyrics like that? Oh, I like the uniqueness. The song was actually crazy. So nice. That was crazy. All right. The song was so unique. I agree. All the girls are girling. All the girly girls. Here are some comments I found in regards to their music bank stage, because some people are saying that it's like reminiscent of FX. Like it's giving SM vibes. Oh, this is so new. Feels like FX, very unique. It feels like they mixed in a little bit of SM style into it. Now that they removed their determination concept, they're just FX. I mean, some people are complaining about them not singing da 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 live, but I haven't seen it. No comment. But of course, let me know what you think of SSERAFIM's crazy in the comments, and we can discuss it further. Next up, we're going to talk about BLACKSWAN, because there's a new documentary on Apple TV Plus called Kpop Idols, and it seems to have followed the group when they were in some drama. If we remember correctly, there were issues with former member Leah and the other members. So the documentary gives kind of an inside look into how people were feeling about that. From what I remember, Leah seemingly accused Fatu of bullying, and then Fatu was like, actually, you're a headache to deal with for everyone, including people at the company. And then she ended up going on hiatus, and now it seems that the 4 current members of BLACKSWAN is the final lineup, because BLACKSWAN used to be Rania. They were in Rania, used to have so many different lineup changes, and BLACKSWAN themselves also had a bunch of lineup changes, but it seems that the 4 current members, current lineup, not going to change. But let's check out some of these clips, and if I can't show them, I'll describe them to you, because we do get Fatu retelling the story of Leah disrespecting her family, allegedly. So here it is. Leah got mad and jealous. Fatu got to see her mom after 2 years, locked herself in the bathroom for 2 hours, then posted on her private story knowing Fatu is on it disrespecting the dinner Fatu's mom set up, all while being at Fatu's mom's house. So from what I understand, the group performed in Belgium, and her mom lives in Belgium, and they all went to her mom for supper. According to Fatu, Leah just kept saying like, I don't understand why Fatu gets to see her mom and we don't get to see our families, like it's not fair. So that's a bit of the backstory from what I remember from the Twitter, the very long Twitter explanation.
And then Leah also started crying because I think about my mom. I'm losing time with my mom too.
So she went to the bathroom for 2 hours, and she posted on her Instagram story sarcastically that like, this is so fun.
I stayed 2 hours in the bathroom crying.
Oh, F word boring. Like it's really boring here.
That's one thing I won't ever play about. You disrespect my family, me and you were enemies.
So there's another part in the documentary where she's like, that's the moment I decided that I don't want a personal relationship with her. If I have to business-wise, I will, but personally, no. So then it seems that Leah was telling the other members, the newly added members, that the reason the Korean members left is because, quote, they kept adding more foreigners to the group.
They say, 왜 계속 외국인들 계속 넣는 거야?
But then this person cuts to a clip where the former members are saying, actually, when the drama between Leah and Fatu went down, like, we just didn't want to work with her anymore.
레아가 활동 중에 그런 일들을 벌여놨는데?
Here's another clip.
Leah now is not easy to work with, nor does she want to be in the group.
Oh, yes. So I also remember in Fatu's Twitter explanation where she basically said that Leia kept saying she doesn't want to be in this group. She doesn't want to be here. Fatu also says like, this girl's not worth me losing my dream. You know, Black Swan's number one to me, but this girl's not worth losing that. It seems that Leia contractually did a lot of things that went against her contract, but the company never brought it up to her because she had some mental health issues.
자꾸 자기가 연습을 펑크내고 남자 문제 이런 것들이 있기 때문에.
So of course this beef I believe is a couple years old by now, but it's being brought up again. Actually, before the documentary was released, I started seeing her back on TikTok. Have you guys also started seeing her? Now of course I don't like advertise. I don't recommend sending hate to anyone. I don't condone that. But of course, let me know what you think if you watched the documentary. What did you think of it? Does it give you a new outlook on things? Because I think at one point people were like, Fatu is a bully, but then it was like, no, Leah's actually a bully. Well, who lied? Who's telling the truth? So let me know your thoughts about that. Let's move on to Kpop Shenanigans, which are basically fun little things that have happened in K-pop recently and or quick news. It seems people think that Pang Seok photoshopped himself in this picture because the curved wall. Well, look, if the wall is that curved for this guy, why would... Anyways, not my business. Okay, but why do we kind of have the same smile here? All-night debate rages over whether photo of Pang Si-hyuk is edited because people think he looks really different. I don't know. I feel like he looks more or less the same, but what do you think? Is the wall just like that? Every single Meow member have been revealed. This is of course the Black Label's new girl group. Now the last member everyone thought would be Bailey Salk, a choreographer, but I guess like people saw her in some pictures with the other members, but maybe she was just a choreographer. Maybe she choreographed for them. Turns out the last member is actually ... Narin. So here is every single member of Meow. Let me know, are you super disappointed that Bailey Salk didn't make it? Like, how convinced were you? Because I was kind of on board too. Like everybody was saying that Bailey was going to debut, and I was like, maybe you're right. I don't know. What do you think? Anyways, aespa's Karina was announced as brand ambassador for Prada. And here she is, all the girly girls. Sam Smith released a 10-year anniversary version of I'm Not the Only One, featuring Taeil of Girls' Generation. And that is basically it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. These are the lovely individuals who help support my channel on a monthly basis. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. As for me, I'm gonna get going, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye!